I'm Melissa Patton. I'm the Executive Director at Carolina Land and Lakes, RC&D. That stands for Resource Conservation and Development. We were founded by USDA in '63 and are all nonprofits now since 2011. We primarily are working right now with against the grain farm with wood pellet heat for their greenhouses, or some folks call them high tunnels now. So the wood pellets burn, there's a tunnel dug around the greenhouse, and water is circulating through there, and the heat is coming up through there and then into the air handler into the greenhouse. To keep the ground warm is the primary thing anyway for the plants. And so most of our growers are in ground, some are in raised beds, but delivering that heat closer to the ground is a better system.
The pellet boiler has really enabled us to buffer our risk a little bit more, so we can get those high value warm season crops in earlier in the spring without being too worried or as worried about those colder nights that might dip below a temperature that would damage those crops. It reduces our risk and increases the likelihood that those crops will yield to their full potential, which is awesome. It's really enabled us to have more consistent production for our winter greens, lettuce and spinach and things like that.
Our board of directors have a passion to see the waste wood in western North Carolina be reused and recycled to be productive. And so we're working right now on a study on the feedstock for that pellet mill, what's available to us, how many pellets could we produce. What we hope to see is that people will want to use wood pellets in schools, hospitals, prisons, and then eventually in homes. We would like to see that be a market in the western part of the state in particular.
Receiving the Watauga County, Woman in Ag of the Year award was a super big honor, of course. I just really feel like it speaks to how farming is way more about than just one person. People say it takes a village to raise a child. Well, it takes a village to raise a farm. Farming is this lifelong practice, and it's a process, and it's ever unfolding, and there's always so much more to learn. I mean, it is so much like raising a child in that way, and we feel like our farm is just coming out of that toddler, super demanding phase, and we're getting into a little bit more of a rhythm. Everybody knows what to do first thing in the morning, and everybody knows how to get themselves to bed at night. We're kind of getting to that place with the farm where it's not on cruise control, but it's developed enough that there is this support within itself. If you're bored as a farmer, then something's going on, right?